What is up, you guys? It's Allie, and I'm here with a video that I am already feeling super uncomfortable about. Today, I'm going to be revealing to you my entire Netflix list. This is everything that I have put on there from months ago to today. So this list is pretty lengthy because I have a lot of stuff that I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely want to watch that eventually, but I don't really have a lot of time as a college student, and so I don't really get to watch a lot of it because I make YouTube videos and I work a part-time job and all sorts of other things happen, and so I haven't really been able to watch everything on my list. But you're gonna get to see kind of what my personal tastes and likes are as far as movies and TV shows and miniseries and all sorts of things. Stuff that I've put on my list, and so I have not vetted it. I have not gone through and been like, oh, I definitely should remove that. So there's just a bunch of stuff that's gonna be on here that I find to be very revealing, and that's why I said I'm revealing my list. So without further ado, let's begin. Alright, so first thing on my list is the Boondock Saints, which is obviously a very good movie. My first ever film that I had ever seen, Norman Reedus in, who I love so much. It's a very good film, in my opinion. I really enjoyed it. My brother and I, one time, we were just at a hotel and we turned on the TV and it was Boondock Saints marathon of the first and second films, and we fell in love. And so ever since then, I really enjoyed it. I just recently saw that it was on Netflix, so I added it to my list today. Now, Serenity, second on my list. Serenity was a movie that I watched quite a bit ago, and I have not seen it in forever. Again, something that I just saw on my list, in Netflix today, and added to my list today. So I was like, okay, I gotta see Serenity again because I remember enjoying it when I watched it a really long time ago. Okay, third on my list is Slow West. This is a Michael Fassbender movie, obviously a movie I've watched before here on Netflix. I just recently added it back to my list. I'm not sure how it got out of my list. That's one thing I don't understand about Netflix is I feel like I put things in and then they disappear and then I have to re-add them, and I'm like, I never removed that from my list, but for some reason it's gone now. So yeah. Slow West, it's obviously a Western film with Michael Fassbender. I love Westerns, and so anytime I see a Western, I'm probably going to watch it if it's on Netflix. Next up is a pretty funny movie, a guilty pleasure of mine, Year One with Jack Black and Michael Cera. So hilarious. This movie is so funny. I love it so much. It takes biblical stories and just completely twists them, not in kind of a derogatory or very, offensive way, which I appreciate as a Christian. So I was just I really thought this movie was very funny, and I always have enjoyed Jack Black. So yeah, that is on my list. Year One. Next up is National Treasure, a movie that I really enjoyed as a kid, and so I added it to my list when I saw it was on Netflix because I really enjoyed that movie and had a really big crush on Riley. And then, of course, I had to put The Mummy because, again, another movie that was a very potent film in my childhood. A movie that freaking scared me when I was a kid, I gotta be honest. But yeah, I had to put it on my list because, it was just something I had to do. Next up is Samson, which is a movie I have yet to watch yet. It's about the biblical character Samson, who was supposed to be super, super strong, was able to kill men with a freaking donkey's jawbone and whatnot, knocked down an entire building, killing himself and many Philistines as kind of a sacrifice, a last stand of vengeance. Very cool story if you haven't heard about it before. It's actually mentioned in Suicide Squad, which is cool, but in the extended cut, I should say, not in the regular cut. Anyways, I had seen one trailer for this on Facebook, I think, and so I was like, oh, it's on Netflix, let me check it out, and so I added it to my list. Haven't watched it yet. Next up, Indiana Jones. I mean, if you see Indiana Jones on Netflix, you just add him to your list. That's just how it goes. Watchmen is a movie I have yet to see. I'm very excited to watch this, but I just haven't had time to sit down and fully get into yet. It came out when I was rather young, so I didn't watch it because it was rated R, but I saw it was on Netflix and I was like, I have not seen Watchmen yet. I should watch that, and so I added it to my list. Next up is a movie that was kind of twisted and kind of intense. Is called Berlin Syndrome. It is kind of about a story of Stockholm Syndrome, basically. It's actually directed by Kate Shortland, I believe, and she is the director either in talks or already confirmed to direct Black Widows. I really enjoyed this movie, so I was excited to see that that's the Black Widow director. I hope she does well. You is a series that I just recently added, have not watched it yet. It was a suggestion I got after watching Berlin Syndrome, so I was like, okay, I'll check it out. Black Mirror, Bandersnatch, I added to my list, have not watched it yet. I'm excited to see it. So, yeah, that's on my list. Don't give me any spoilers. I loved all of the Black Mirror episodes. Absolutely love that series. Added Avengers Infinity War because why the heck not? A Series of Unfortunate Events. Really loved that show. Very, very, very much so. Binge-worthy show that was on my top 10 Netflix series list that I published over the summer. The Office, because why not? You always have to have some of that playing in the background or paying attention to it. Who knows? Lucifer, haven't watched it yet. Kind of just interested to see what it's talking about. You know, as someone who is a Christian, I'm always interested in seeing how people perceive the devil, and so, you know, it's an interesting thing. You know, as the great. I don't know if I should say this, but like the best quote, a movie quote ever that, in my opinion, is the movie quote from The Usual Suspects, said by Kevin Spacey, who obviously is not doing the best right now. We understand that, but still, I really love this quote about how the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. And so, I mean, I think we're kind of obsessed with the idea of the devil and kind of like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but anyways, Lucifer. I don't know if I'm gonna ever watch it, but it's on my list. Frontier, a great series with I almost said James Wan, Jason Momoa. Black Mirror, obviously, The Last Kingdom, because I like Vikings. Dairy Girls, I saw was popular on Netflix, so I added it. I was like, okay, I'll check it out. Irish people, woohoo. The Tudors, a series I've watched through like twice, absolutely love it. Wind River, yet to seen it, but I got several people to tell me that they really enjoyed it, so I added it. Nightfall, again, really enjoy like these historical fiction stories and whatnot. I haven't watched it yet, but I think it's supposed to be about like the Crusaders and like the Crusades and whatnot, so that should be interesting. When Calls the Heart, kind of a guilty pleasure. It's a Hallmark series, very cheesy, but I enjoy it. Planet Earth, absolutely love Planet Earth. Peaky Blinders, probably one of my favorite series ever. I've watched it through like 4 freaking times. So good. Cannot suggest this series more than enough times because you have to watch it. I'm actually going to be doing a special video soon for our Let's Dive In series on Peaky Blinders and just how good season 1 is. Next up is Rain, another guilty pleasure, kind of. It's a CW show. It's not the best, okay? It's not the most historically accurate, but I enjoy it anyways. Blue Planet, Planet Earth, Troy, Fall of a City, I've yet to watch that, but again, kind of just following with the historical type stuff that I really enjoy. The Dark Knight, because why the heck not? The 100, another CW show that's actually pretty decent. I enjoy it. Hostiles, another Western. A really, really good, haunting, like, gut-wrenching Western. I really enjoy Kristen Bell in that movie. Like, it's pretty good. Riverdale, another guilty pleasure. Anne with an E, because I absolutely loved Anne of Green Gables when I was growing up. It's not quite as good as Megan Follows Anne of Green Gables, like, movie series, but it's okay. The Walking Dead, love that show. The Borgias, I've watched, like, some of this. It's supposed to be, like, about the Pope's family. The Pope that was, like, having kids when he obviously is not supposed to be having kids because the Catholic thing at the time was to be celibate, and so he obviously was not. It's rather interesting. I think it's not extremely historically accurate, but still I enjoy it. Beauty and the Beast, because I love musicals. Lost in Space, I've yet to watch it. I just kind of saw it and was like, I like space, let me add it. And so I added it, but I just have no time, guys. I'm sorry. Dexter, a series that I've watched through a few times. Enjoy it. I kind of like the whole serial killer vibe or whatnot. Like, I don't like it, but you know, I'm like intrigued by it. Altered Carbon, have yet to watch it. Added it to my list thinking I was going to watch it and haven't watched it yet. Shannara Chronicles, another guilty pleasure. Have enjoyed that series quite a bit. Merlin, I have gotten so many people tell me to watch this show. Have not yet watched it, but it's on my list. The originals, watched that show like 500 times. So good. Bates Motel, another really great series. I've yet to finish it, but I watched like 3 seasons in like a month. It's so good, but I still have yet to finish it. I don't know why. The Rain, I was just kind of interested with the premise of it, and so I've yet to watch this season of it, but it's on my list. New Girl, kind of a show that I just put on the background whenever I'm wanting to have some fun. Cold Mountain, such a good movie. Jane the Virgin, just a funny background thing I do as well. Lincoln, amazing film. Love this film to death. This movie has probably some of the best in-movie debating I've ever seen before. In the Senate debating scenes when they're debating like the 13th Amendment and stuff. Oh my gosh. So good. The acting in it. The writing, everything about it is just, I love it. Some people probably thought it was incredibly boring and hard to get through, but I love it. I love like debating and debating tactics and whatnot. So I've watched that movie like 100 times. It's just so good. I have the Bible series and AD the Bible series, which is like the New Testament of the Bible, basically. I mean, the Bible series, it goes over the New Testament but ends with Jesus. This goes on after Jesus's resurrection, and so like it's kind of a continuing of that thing. So yeah, I have those two. I have Strange Empire, which is a 1-season series because it was canceled, which I hate the fact that it was canceled because I loved it so much, but that's probably just me because I love westerns. Heart of Dixie, added it, have yet to really watch it. I've watched like 2 episodes of it. Oh wait, Mulan, because why not? Gotham, because heck yeah. Aquarius, I watched like the first few episodes of it, was really intrigued because it's about like Charlie Manson and whatnot. It's interesting, but I just didn't have time to get into it. Gunpowder, Treason, and Plot, have not watched it. I don't even know what it's about, honestly. Our World War, I think it's supposed to be like a BBC show. I think it's about World War II with the gun here, but I have yet to watch it. Into the Badlands, have yet to watch it, but gotten several recommendations for it. The Paradise show I've watched through couple times because I love BBC drama. Money Heist, a Spanish series that I watched through, is pretty good. The writing can get a little cheesy at times. I thought about doing a video about it when it first came out, because they were really heavily promoting it on Netflix, like the homepage and whatnot. At least my homepage they were. And so they got me to watch it, and I really did enjoy it. It's not the best. Like, it's not really that well written, but it's still got some good, redeemable parts of it. And so it has guts sometimes, and it doesn't have guts in other places. 3%, I can't even remember what this is about, and I have no idea why it's on my list. Africa's Deadliest. I grew up in Africa, so anything with Africa in it, I'll probably watch it. Especially having to do with animals. I do nature photography. I absolutely love going on safaris and getting pictures of lions and leopards and cheetahs. Leopards are my favorite animals. They're very elusive, so hard to see in the wild. But I love to find them, to get great pictures of them, because it's just so much fun. On My Block, another series that just kind of came out of nowhere, and I really enjoyed it, so I'm excited for season 2. I got some anime on here. Violet Evergarden, have yet to watch it yet, but I love anime, so I just put it on my list. Hell on Wheels, I started it a few days ago. I like it because it's a western, but I haven't really gotten into it. The Last 5 Years, it's a musical. I've watched it couple times. It's fun with Anna Kendrick and Jeremy Jordan. Very good singers. The music is interesting and new. It's kind of a new musical and whatnot, so I like it, but it's not the best. The Innocents, have yet to watch that. SPF 18, have no freaking idea other than Noah Centineo or whatever his name is. Last Chance U, love that. Black Panther, love it. The Pinkertons, I've yet to watch that. American Horror Story, I watched like 2 episodes and was like, heck no, but it's still on my list because someday I will have the guts to finish it. Another anime, I think it's just called Be the Beginning, have yet to watch that yet. Black Lightning, have yet to start that. The Fall, a very good series I've watched through twice. I absolutely love it. Again, about a serial killer. I don't know, I must have a problem. Fate Stay Night. I've yet to watch Unlimited Blade Works, but Fate Stay Night, not Fate Stay Night. Fate Zero is like one of my favorite animes ever, and so I was like, okay, I'll check out Fate Stay Night because it's supposed to be like kind of like a remake of Fate Stay Night and better version of it. I don't know. I've yet to watch it, so I can't really tell you if it's that great or not. You can tell me if you've seen it before. Blue Planet 2, Mindhunter, such a good show, again about serial killers, kind of about the FBI group that put together the term serial killer, so it's really interesting. Fate Zero, I love that show so much. I've watched it through like 5 times. Earth's Natural Wonders, a really cool series to me because where I grew up in Zambia has Victoria Falls, or Mozio Tunya as the locals call it, which means the smoke that thunders. It is one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, and so it has an episode in this series, so I really enjoyed seeing my home, Zambia, which I miss so much. But yeah, that was just something I really enjoyed. Godless, a series that I've watched through twice, very good. Again, a Western Africa, because I'm from Africa. Charity, I think it is. I added it to my list, have not watched it, don't even know what it's about. The Dr. Blake mysteries, I'm just a sucker for BBC stuff. A Night on Earth, Africa, because why not? Mission Control, again, I love space. And that's it, you guys. Wow, that was a lot of stuff. Like I said, this list was extensive. If you made it through that entire video, congrats to you. But yeah, I bared all for you guys. That's my Netflix list. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments down below, and I will catch you all next time.